I was doing some up this morning doing some research after I was just doing my little workout, and I decided to look on some things, and it led me right over here to melanoidnation.org. I suggest every black person need to subscribe to them. Very good site, very reliable sources. And this is what I know. This is old, from 2 years ago, but it still holds true to this day. This was a open letter. I'm assuming it was written by a Caucasian, saying the title itself is self-explanatory. A white man warns all black people, don't trust white people. And I say that it has an interesting point. And here's something I'm going to just go read it. I'm going to leave a link in the description for it, because the entirety is something I might read some of it. But I'm just going to read this right here. Like, every once in a while, certain people from the so-called dominant society, I just threw that in there, will act as whistleblowers on white supremacy. Especially certain white people who themselves are marginalized within white society, which proves my point even more, that white supremacy doesn't even only benefits the 1% white class. That includes 45. That includes the people he's got in his cabinet and his administration, and so on and so forth. Recently, a gay / transsexual tranny, white man who goes by the name of Dakota Bracciali made a bold posting on his Facebook page regarding race. He warned melanoid people that systematic white supremacy is so deep in this society that no white people should be trusted. This is just a little excerpt of it, but I scrolled down and I found the entire letter in its entirety. I'll just read it. I'm going to just see if I'm going to read the whole thing. But, every single one of us is racist. It's something we were born and raised into. We were and are consistently indoctrinated into white supremacy. Indifference and apathy towards systemic racism and its horrific results is not just more comfortable, it is incentivized. We are actively rewarded by white supremacy in its many forms for ignoring people of color and their cries for injustice. Our bones are riddled with it. It's everywhere. We were taught the history of our nation through textbooks written by white men with a vested interest in how the story was and is being told. So we think that Martin Luther King Jr. is the patron saint of polite black folks, to be invoked against the angry ones. Peanut butter is the extent of black excellence, and according to the newest textbooks, slaves were just unpaid interns. Let that hang in the air for a minute. You talking about those new textbooks they've been giving the schools down there in Texas? I think they got exposed. We were brought up being given medicine designed for us by white men who historically tortured black women and murdered black babies, defined gynecology. Men who performed surgeries on black people without any anesthesia and no precautions because it was believed that black people cannot feel pain. See that? Let me read that now. Medicine designed for them by white men, which is why I say it's more incentive that we need to stick to natural medicine, herbal medicine. Got a headache, you take an Advil, okay, fine, that's no problem. But ain't nothing like some alkaline water to deal with that, to balance your pH system and stuff. So people, we need to start getting more on that. And you wonder why we do not sympathize when black children are gunned down by police. Ouch. Yeah. As in the case of Tamir Rice, as in the case of Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, Freddie Gray. I can go on and on. Nothing stopped The frameworks of systemic racism just keep getting dressed differently. Yesterday's fire hose and attack dogs are today's cultural appropriation, tone policing, and respectability politics. We are the ones who committed genocide, stole his land, and now generations later think it's cool to dress up like the folks we massacre. We're the ones making fun of people who can't speak quote unquote perfect English. We're the ones who come up with every single racial slur used in this country. We're so much more concerned about you questioning us, telling us no, or calling us out than we are what you actually experiencing at our hands. We will spend countless hours just poking at you, trolling you. You see that? Countless hours just poking at you, trolling. Trolling you. Let me highlight that. Trolling. See what I'm saying? Just to prove you're this less intellectual, over emotional animal, to get you to fail a standard we set for you without ever cluing you in on it. See? That's why they troll. Now you seeing why they troll black accounts. That's why they would when brother Daryl Clues started the Black Spot social networking site. I was there on the beta stages before it launched. That's how my account is now. You know, I'm glad I'm a paid member. You seen, like I told you, I did a video a while back on my channel, on my first channel. How you had like a lot of trolls coming through, hitting up the servers and stuff. That's how they do. Whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Twitter, especially YouTube. Oh God, YouTube is owned by Google, so Google Plus, that's Troll Central right there. You know, check this out. We're the ones who built this country on the blood, the bodies, and the backs of people of color, and then built Mount Rushmore, statues, monuments to white men. We rigged the economy, the government, and the schools, created the ghettos which was originally supposed to be created for the so-called the fake Jews, set you up for failure, and then we blame you for not quote unquote, the old saying, as we always say, for you're not pulling yourself up by the bootstraps. We are still making you defend yourselves over and over ad infinitum. You know, we make you defend your personhood, your autonomy, your agency, your decency, your humanity. Because when you keep minorities on the defensive, when you keep them explaining who they are and justifying their right to life, nothing real ever gets done. Let me read that again. You know, this is COINTELPRO right here, y'all. This is COINTELPRO. We are still making you defend yourselves over and over ad infinitum, which probably mean in reference to, like, you know, since this administration took over, you know, firearm purchases had went up, and mostly consumers who happen to be black women happen to be getting it, and mostly among us, you know. But I don't have a problem with that, you know. But yeah, defend yourself, yeah, but let's focus on the bigger picture. See, why they making you defend your personhood, your autonomy, your agency, your decency, your humanity, because they'd see like this. When you keep minorities on the defensive, when you keep them explaining who they are and justifying their right to life, end result, nothing really gets done. And see, my thing is like this. You know, when you hear one of these white supremacists, and let me stop using that, white supremacists, these Caucasian terrorists and these SCTs, suspected Caucasian terrorists, don't try to explain to them idiots who they are. It's just gonna be a waste of time. Don't tell them nothing. send mixed messages. That's what I do. You know. Now, let's get on to it. Now, even though I'm queer, even though I'm trans, I still get to sit. Let me get in. Okay. I still get to sit in the whites only section, and I've heard what gets said, and I'm begging you, please don't trust us. You couldn't get more accurate than that. Now, that was from somebody who happens to be a so-called white person, a transgender, that said this. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for this, and I'm gonna put the same link too. Link in the description on my first channel on that. But no, not the first channel. You know what? This going right in the second channel. This video is going in the second channel, which is already like 30 something subscribers so far. So this is something, people, that, you know, we need to understand. Doesn't matter if it was dated back in 2015. A lot what was said, this person said here, was true today. But the question is, this could be a COINTELPRO tactic. But it's like this. I'm gonna let me know what y'all think about this. You know, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, and I'm gonna be back with another video later on.